We will check. I understand ando ng operations now sa Villamor Air Base. I do not know kung mayroong remaining IDPs in here in Camp Aguinaldo.
Sir, pero hindi po yun yung sa Navy kasi meron po reports na meron daw din member ng NPA ang mga IDPs kasi especially summer is NPA.
Well, kung miyembro ng NPA yung IDPs, we welcome them as citizens. Kababayan din natin yan. Kahit ano pa ang iyong political belief, pag ikaw ay nalagay sa kapahamakan at nangangailangan ka ng tulong ng gobyerno, ang gobyerno ay handang magbigay ng tulong kahit kanino.
Pero hindi po yun yung naging concern.
Walang reason regarding that.
Sorry, pero to go back to that, hindi kasi nagsimula kasi doon sa story ang away. It is ang away between the Air Force ladies and the volunteers yung mga nag-o-plan na business. Doon kasi nagsimula yung...
I think let us anymore on individual or organizational differences. Let us dwell on the positive side of this issue. We have resumed operations in Villamor. Everything is okay and running smoothly.
Okay, sir, we won't dwell anymore on what happened because yung mga nasa Villamor ngayon, because the problem yesterday po, as far as what we saw was parang additional stress pa na palipat-lipat.
That's it. That's the point. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng decision na talagang dun ang most suitable place.
And they will be made to stay at the airbase or sa mga 10 cities?
Sa 10 cities, wala pa naman dahil namamanage pa nila doon sa Villamor Air Base.
Meaning they will sleep at the airbase still for the coming days?
Ang ganito ang situation kasi sa Villamor Air Base, wala namang natutulog doon. Nawa-process sila the whole day. It's either dinala sila ng kanilang kamag-anak, inihatid sa kanilang kamag-anak, binigyan ng pamasahe para pumunta sa kamag-anak. Now, yung walang kamag-anak, kinukuha ng DSWD sa kanilang mga centers for the IDPs. So at the end of the day, cleared naman ang Villamor Air Base.
And they're no
Okay?
longer hampering the air operation at the airbase?
Yes. So everything is running smoothly. Yun lang ang ikuha natin na positive side.
Sir, may timeline kayo dyan sa operation na yan?
We will monitor the and the processing process and the influx of IDPs until such time status quo tayo.
Sir, let's go back to Tacloban. Yung situation na
Mas better na issue, Tacloban.
sa health situation, may mga nagsasabi na lumalala daw yung sanitation problem, may nagkakabulong sa hospital daw. Ano ba, sir? Anong report?
Well, ang report sa atin, health issues, mostly ang naranasan ng ating mga kababayan, nagkakaroon sila ng lagnat, cough and cold, and diarrhea. So, marami ng mga health groups nag-provide ng health services. And of the total hospitals of 7 in Tacloban City, 5 hospitals are now operational and servicing. Yeah.
Fully operational.
Fully operational.
Do you have figures, sir, kung sa mga nagkakasakit?
We don't have any figure yet.
So yung apat na natagdag sa kaso, came from what?
From Palawan, province of Palawan.
Sir, bakit parang since Sunday yata or Monday yung pinakalasa na idagdag sa Eastern Side? How come hindi tayo
okay.
dadagdag na yun?
Okay. Let us settle that, mayroong accusation na pinipigil o mayroong order na wag ilabas yung figure. Wala pong katotohanan. Iniintay po natin ang report na manggagaling sa ground. Yung ground naman, sa Task Force Yolanda in Tacloban, iniintay nila yung official report na isasubmit ng mayor, duly signed by the mayor and the health officers of the municipalities and cities concerned. Binigyan po sila ng deadline yesterday and hopefully by today, malalaman na natin yung more or less exact figure based on the report of the mayor and the municipal health officer.
Ano sir, wala pang gusto problema o hindi lang sa kakanap?
Hindi, we receive, marami na nagpunta. Kinukulate na ngayon and you will know today. Hopefully this afternoon, you will know a more concrete figure.
Sir, the secretaries, I believe, are heading back from Manila today. Who will be in charge on the ground?
They will be coming here for today to brief the National Council, Secretary Rojas and Secretary Soliman. Then after that, the council will meet to discuss the instructions of the President. Ang instruction po ng ating Presidente, we attended a cabinet meeting yesterday that ended at 9 in the evening. At ito po ang instruction ng ating Presidente para sa lahat ng mga departamento na involved dito sa Task Force Yolanda. We must find out as early as possible the extent of damage. Gaano kalaki ang damage? What are the needs of the people? And what are the plans ng ating gobyerno na kumpleto at pwede nating implement as soon as possible. Gusto ng ating Presidente na gumawa na tayo ng mga interventions na mapapil on the ground at makakatulong at maibsan ang paghihirap ng ating mga kababayan.
Sir, will we have the plans or to have a complete plan sa mga kababayan?
Yung meeting na yon, mag-organize ng mga technical working groups, i-establish yung goals, and they are required to submit their plans as early as possible to the President on Wednesday.
Pero walang mag-inadol sa Tacloban.
Still, it's Secretary Rojas, ang task force natin doon, headed by Major General Bellarmino. And on Saturday, I heard that the Secretary of National Defense, the chairperson of the council, will also go to visit all the areas.
So, sa Tacloban lang ito yung Manny Pacquiao, sir? Sa Tacloban yan.
Dito sa report ng Task Force Yolanda, dahil yun ang bumagsak talaga ang communication facilities, so binigyan natin ng tutok, pati yung suporta ng mga telcos, no? Para mai-set up itong satellite at magkaroon ng live feed at mapanood sa 3 lugar sa Tacloban.
Sir, yung tatlong major telecom companies nag-sign para magkaroon
I do not know exactly, but they collaborated to ensure na magkaroon ng live viewing doon sa Tacloban.
Sir, as of yesterday, the report was 40% cleared na daw yung Tacloban ng country. Ngayon, sir, do you have an updated estimate?
52%.
52% of Tacloban.
Tacloban
The
City.
entire Eastern Visayas.
The whole national highway, cleared yung highway. Ang pinagtutuunan ngayon ng pansin yung sidewalk dahil sa mga debris. But yung traffic is a two-way traffic, national highway, even in Tacloban City proper. Ang pinagtutuunan ng pansin yung mga kalat sa gilid.
Sir, sino yung mamumuno ng technical groups na sinabi nung pinasay?
That will be decided upon this afternoon. Kaya merong National Council meeting at magde-designate ng cluster, and per cluster, the lead agency will be finalized this afternoon.
What percent are we in terms of retrieval, sir?
Retrieval, I don't have information as to what percentage because we do not know the volume or the number of
You
bodies.
believe there's still many counters?
I don't like to speculate.
Sir, ano ang plano ng gobyerno sa mga impact sa Tacloban and sa Pilipinas? Are we going to put up resettlement areas for them or settlement house for them?
In Region 8, we have identified resettlement areas already, and the DPWH will be tasked to build the resettlement areas.
How about in Manila, sir, or in Tacloban, in Cebu? Are we going to put up?
Here in Metro Manila, there is no need at the moment.
Sir, may mga plano ba kayo sa mga bata na nauulang? Kasi for some, syempre yung mga magulang nito, mostly yung mga reports na receive na wala na yung mga parents nila dahil syempre sila yung nasa evacuation. So may mga plano ba ang gobyerno sa ating mga nauulang mga bata? Especially hindi nila sila alam contact yung mga ibang relatives nila.
That is an inherent job of the They have an SOP with regards to sa mga nawalan ng mga magulang.
Both parents, sir.
Oh, both parents, oh.
Yes. The SWD has a standing program with regards to that.
Sir, foreigners na foreign forces na dumating, wala pang umaalis so far.
So far, andyan pa rin sila lahat.
Sir, marami po nagtatanong, ano, si SND alam naman natin na nagkatrabaho siya, pero bakit daw po si Marwa siya nakikita?
Ang pinagtutuunan ng pansin ng chairperson ng council ay yung kabuuan. So si Secretary Rojas, na italaga sa kanya ang Region 8. Sa Region 6, it's Congressman Treñas. So ganoon ang ginawa nating setup para merong political leadership on the ground na nakatutok. Pero ang nagmo-monitor ng lahat at nagbibigay ng guidance at nag-orchestrate ay ang National Council headed by the chairperson, no other than Secretary Gasmin.
Tapos ngayon, sir, ang sinasabi nila na alam na natin na hindi mag-function yung local government, bakit ito naghintay pa ang national government to medyo natagalan?
Pakiulit yun.
Sir, di ba, nung nabanggit po yung Tacloban, alam naman po natin na sila po yung mga infrastructure dito sa Tacloban, mga NGO hindi makapag-function, bakit daw po nagtagal na makatulong ang national government?
Hindi nagtagal, napakabilis nga. Actually, after 24 hours, we were there already. Ando na si Secretary Gasmin day before, Secretary Rojas day before, and one day, 24 hours after, dumating si Secretary Soliman, magkasama kami sa C-130 with relief goods already. Nagdala na rin tayo ng mga communication equipment at yung maaaring gamit para ma-deliver ang services. At we are happy to know that the local government now in most areas are functioning. So nagkakaroon na ngayon ng tulong ang national as well as local government.
Sir, how do we plan to send back those evacuees in Tacloban and in Cebu and Mindanao back to their hometowns?
Well, we will plan for that. Kung they intend to go back, then the government will help out in sending them back to their respective places. It's all right. If they are settled properly, kasama sa kamag-anak, o na-adapt sila ng mga local government units, there is no problem.
We just not be run counter with the government back to the Manila.
Well, they are not here. They went to the provinces.
Meron na bang mga nag-pull out from foreign aids na dumarating dito, like from the military or even other
Wala pang nagpo-pull out. They are still here.
does that mean kailangan pa natin na tulungan o sila talaga nag-offer na
Sila ang nag-o-offer, ang stand nga ng government, kung sinong gustong tumulong, we will accept para ma-fast track natin yung delivery of services.
Sir, yung Roro ba, nag-increase na ba tayo ng mga biyahe? Kasi napapansin namin, sir, nandun kami, wala gaano sasakyan ng gobyerno. Nakapagpadala na ba tayo ng maraming sasakyan? 14.
Napakarami ng sasakyan na dumating doon. Ilan yun? Ang total vehicles na adun ngayon sa Tacloban ay 235 AFP, PNP, and civilian trucks na ginagamit mobility on the ground. With regards to Matnog Port and Bulan Port operations, normal na. Wala nang queuing, wala nang bottleneck, walang traffic. Anytime that you go there, dire-diretso na. Dahil we increase the capacity of both Matnog and Bulan ports. So mabilis na ngayon ang na mga relief goods, pati nagbibiyahe nating mga kababayan, hindi na sila nakaka-encounter ng delay in Matnog as well as Bulan port.
Sir, what about yung sa Ormoc City po? Kasi marami talaga ang Tacloban, pupunta sa Ormoc City din. Pupunta sila na sa Manuel. Marami mga stranded yung York siya last weekend. I don't know lang yun.
We'll check on that. We don't have any report.
Sir, sa storm surge, ang Project NOAA naglabas ng warning November 6. Inaskate sa local government noong November 7. And actually, nandun nga sila Secretary, si SLD at si SND sa Tacloban. Pero yung mga tao ba, alam nila na mangyayari yung ganong klase?
Na-informahan ng basically 3 days before, nag-issue na tayo ng warning at sinabi natin may parating na malakas na bagyo. Nagkaroon ng pre-evacuation na most provinces, municipalities, and cities a day or even 2 days before Yolanda hit us. So, napakaganda ng ating forecasting. Maganda yung dissemination on the ground.
Pero sir, bakit ganun pa rin? Marami pa rin pumatay sa Tacloban.
Well, ganito kasi ang nagiging situation. We have been used to numerous typhoons. if Yolanda is 1 to 10 ang kanyang level, malakas. Ang level ng preparation natin is between 6 to 7. So nagkaroon ng gap na 3 na kailangan pala total evacuation. So yung nasanay tayo sa 6 and 7 level, and then here comes Yolanda na na-exceed yung expectation, kaya nagkaroon ng problema. Pangalawa, ang SOP sa mga shorelines ng mga pamilya, if they are a family of 4 to 6, isang miyembro o dalawang miyembro ang naiiwan. Ayaw nilang iwanan ng kanilang mga bahay dahil baka manakaw o mawala yung kanilang mga gamit. So, hindi natin na ma-enforce yung total dahil sasabihin nila sa'yo, pag nawala ang gamit namin, babayaran mo ba? So, ganun ang situation on the ground na dapat nating ma-realize na talagang hindi nila ibabakate yung kanilang mga bahay. Kahit sinabi pa natin na napakalakas ng bagyo.
So next time, sir, talagang magkakaroon ng total.
Hopefully, ganun ang mangyari dahil na-experience natin. We must learn from this lesson.
Are you going to recommend yun sa batas na yun?
We'll go on that. At the moment, that is maybe undemocratic, yung forced evacuation. But it can be done by the local government. Kapag na-perceive talaga nila na kailangan, I think forced evacuation must be under the local government. Now, it will be sanctioned by the national government that has yet to be validated and deliberated upon by the Congress.
Based on the studies and experience of the council, would you recommend PNR?
Well, siguro mas maganda yung sistema natin talagang massive public awareness and education campaign para willingly, hindi labag sa loob mo na ikaw ay lalabas. Mahirap kasi, meron namang mga human rights concerns kapag ginawa natin ng forced evacuation. Okay? Last question.
Ano yung naging assessment natin sa preparations ng global city?
Well, basically, ang lahat ng dinaanan sa Central Visayas, Eastern Visayas, and Western Visayas, maganda ang preparation. Ang yun nga sinasabi ko kanina, ang preparation natin is level of 6 to 7, but the magnitude ng tumama is level 10. Okay?
Sir, last na, yung sa storm surge, sir, merong, yung project gawa tayo, pero nahuli yata yung storm surge component kasi 2 buwan pa lang sila ngayon nagtatrabaho, ginagawa na nila yung mapa para yung inundation, halimbawa magkakaroon ng inundation kung saan yung area. Nalalaman na nila kung gano'ng kataas yung papasok. So, sana ba nauna na itong component na ito? Parang nahuli po yata yung component na ito.
Well, without the Project NOAA, meron na tayong multi-hazard box. And it was made in 2007 and disseminated in 2009 and 2010. Employees of OCD, together with other government agencies, went to Region 8 for 1 week for the massive information campaign para ma-appreciate nila yung importance ng multi-hazard box. Okay? So,
Maganda ang preparation, maganda ang ganyan, and then see all these things.
Ibig ko sabihin, maganda to a certain level because that is the standard being observed on the ground. Kung ang magnitude ng ang lakas ng bagyo, let's say range from 100 to 150, I don't think this will happen. Dahil nakapaghanda tayo sa mga ganung level, but not to a range of almost 300 kilometers per hour.
So it was unexpected, we were caught off guard. So we were not prepared for this type.
I could not admit na we were not prepared. Ang sabi ko nga, everybody prepared. But the level of preparation is not enough para sa ganung kalakas na bagyo.
Parang